G'day team. Today I want to dive into the latest O1 version of ChatGPT. Essentially this O1 preview has been around for a few months now, but they've finally released the O1 version in the last little while. Essentially this is the advanced reasoning model. Now this model right now doesn't have access to the web. As you'll see here, the web is currently unavailable, but it does have access to upload images and so forth. What I want to quickly show you is the speed of this. So I'm going to ask it to write a long form Wikipedia expert, obviously not truthful. And you'll see here it's thinking. Now this thinking time used to take somewhere between 30 and 40 seconds. That thinking time happened essentially immediately. Then what you'll see, it's gone through and it's created a hypothetical version of myself for Wikipedia with the information of the layout, how Wikipedia would normally have this layout, which is pretty damn cool. And then what we want to do is we can actually then provide a summarization. Now you can do this with Model 4 that's been out for a while and so forth, but that's not the important part I want to show. What I want to show you here is the comparison. And so now it's got to think back to the original. You'll see here it's now clarifying the request between the long form version and the summary. And so essentially this summary, I want to know where it got the summary from and why it got this summary. And so you'll see here it's got level of detail. It's pulled out the information and then why the summary and then key observation and then around the structure as well. So you'll see here the long form excerpt is around the organization of the Wikipedia, the summary, the purpose and tone. So it gives you like in-depth information. Now this never used to be the case, right? This used to be you'd get a summary, you get maybe a one paragraph explanation. This is going into a lot of detail. Now not everyone needs a lot of detail, so you don't always need to use the O1 model always, but when you want to do more scientific based research, or you really want to push the boundaries of what's possible when it comes to AI these days, I highly recommend getting a lot of detail. All right. Now I'm just going to upload an image that I prepared earlier. I'm going to ask what this image is. Actually, I'm just going to submit the image first. This is live testing. Let's see what the demo gods are saying. Now it's now thinking. Now this particular image, the great thing about this latest model is I can click on this image. You never used to be able to do this. Okay, so this image, essentially it's giving me a lush green foliage, covers a cliff face, construction with a warm orange black rock. Essentially, so it's just like it's first analyzing the image. Does it give me any details around this? So it thinks it might be in Southeast Asia, fishing or a tourist boat. So I'm just going to ask where it's from. Let's see how close it gets it. So this image is actually of Thailand. We're planning my 40th birthday next year. And so this particular image is somewhere in Thailand. I actually don't know. I just stole this image off the web. Let's see if it... apparently it's from the Krabi province in Thailand. Even more specifically, it thinks it's from the Railay Beach or Penang Beach. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. It would know more than I would, but it definitely got it from Thailand. And I know that's for a fact because that's what I stole it from. But essentially, it can go into a lot more detail. And you'll see here, this is what I want to show you. It thought about this interaction for 6 seconds. So I thought about what I posted, I thought about the question, and then thought about this question again for 4 seconds. Now you can click on this. It doesn't give you any information on this one. I might go up to the previous one because that was about an image. And it gives you some clarifying information around what it's actually thinking. Why did it think for a few seconds before it created that? It only thought for a second, so I didn't really have much thinking. So when you get into a lot more scientific, this one only thought for a couple of seconds as well. When you get to a lot more scientific or maths problems, it thinks for a lot longer. Now I'm going to do a 1-star Google review. So I stole this Google review from someone online. Essentially, it says I had terrible experience. The staff was really rude and seemed totally uninterested in helping, etc. So it gives me a bit of a summary around this. The overall experience very negative, rude and uninterested. I can't spell. I'm just asking what the sentiment was. The sentiment of this review is strongly negative. I'd already picked that up in the first place, but essentially it can now do a lot more digging and a lot more thinking. And you see here the server experience around 7 seconds. So this thinking model is a lot more detailed, and it does a lot more than what we had capable of in the previous model and version. And that's really cool because it allows us to essentially upload information, upload photos, upload contextual information on what we'd need to really get an expert to really think about, and we can upload that information and really get the response like immediately on what that expert would be thinking. So I'm really keen to push this particular model to the test, get some scientists or mathematicians or any experts in the field to see how accurate this model will be. But essentially what I've been seeing online is they've really been pushing this, and it gets it right, 98% of the time, which is pretty damn cool. All right. Cheers, guys.